look at that. I can record while I'm driving. It's not bad. I guess it's time save. I can rant in the car and drive and get this off my chest, and then maybe somebody on YouTube will pay attention to. What we talk about, though. God, so much going on. I guess the thing on my mind today would be the idea that people don't spend a lot of time thinking about. To be fair, people are very busy, right? People got their own lives. They're trying to, like even me today, I'm just driving back to get wool for the chainsaw so I can do some chainsaw. But I mean, there's so much to take care of in your yard, in your house, and your wife, and your kids, your family. You don't get time to just stop and think about like what's really going on around you. Maybe even grab a new opinion or two, or fact find new information. People are just too busy for that. So it makes it really easy for people to not take in new information because they just don't have time for it. It's not that they don't want new information. Some people think they want new information, but they really don't, because it's going to force them to change the way that they see the world. But most people, I think, just generally too busy. So I passed by a guy had it's Cinco de Mayo today. I get it. Guy had a Mexican flag on his truck, and the veteran in me goes, think of Mexico. But at the same time, I'm thinking, if I was living in Mexico, right, just overseas, 4th of July comes around, I might throw an American flag on my truck, drive around a little bit just to say, hey, I'm actually proud of where I came from. I got nothing against people being patriotic to their own country. I get it, because I am myself, and I think that anyone who's a patriot to the country is probably not surprised. People who live overseas, because the opportunities might be better there. I could see where someone American gets a job at managing a factory for Ford or something like that down in Mexico, which it's kind of a bummer that they would ship our factories to Mexico anyways. But you're living down there, and 4th of July comes around, you might roll around with an American flag and try to say, yeah, I'm living in Mexico, but I still love my country. So guy was Cinco de Mayo, was riding around with a Mexican flag on his truck. He didn't get mad at that. People, I think, are just people. And you think about, like, we've had corruption in our government for years and years and years. And Mexico's just like every other country, right? And like, name a country that doesn't have corruption in the government, and I'd be surprised. It's not really true. That doesn't mean the people who are from that country are corrupted or bad people at all. I think that we probably have, and I've said this before to many people, we've got more in common with the average citizen of Mexico than we do with the politician that we voted for in Washington. So I'm not going to get mad at some guy who's got a Mexican flag on his truck on Cinco de Mayo. It doesn't seem like he probably, like I say, we're probably we share a brotherhood better than I do any congressman or senator. Where was I going? I'm going somewhere with this. I'm not sure exactly where it is. Like the idea of commonality, common humanity, much more than I like the idea of being divided because you're not the same nationality, you're not the same gender, you're not the same race, you're not the same sexual orientation. Those seem like stupid reasons to not like each other. You're a jerk, I'm probably not going to like you. You're a good person who does good by his family, I probably would like you, no matter what your political views are. I think the only divide beyond being an ass or not being an ass that I might, or that I know I don't have a really great affinity for people who actively don't try to learn new information. If their immediate response is, I've learned this one thing once, the first impression bias. I've learned this one thing once, and no matter how much new information comes in, no matter how much it obviously contradicts what I currently know, I don't care to see that new information because I just want to keep on believing what I want to believe. That to me is lazy or cowardice. I don't really have much. I don't really want to spend much time with people like that. There are exceptions. I've got friends who don't want to look at certain issues because, hey, if I start looking at this, it's going to cause an argument with my wife. That one I kind of get. And choose your family over having to suffer through cognitive dissonance. I get that. But beyond that, it seems foolish or cowardly to not want to take in new information, even if it forces you to change the way you see the world. I certainly have changed the way I see the world in the past 15 years or so. Not pat myself on the back, but maybe pat myself on the back a little bit. Alright, I think that's probably all I'm going to say. This is first test run, anyways. Guy in the hat who you don't even know, just ranting because I feel like it's maybe time to put some stuff up on YouTube. In the meantime, I'm gonna go take the chainsaw and start cutting some wood in half. Cheers.